I got an email or a message from someone, and the message was about tone. And so I decided to do a little demo on tone. On your, I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't buzz. On your guitar, the first things that control tone, obviously, are going to be your tone knobs here, and which position that you activate for your pickups. Like at this position, neck pickup, this position makes two pickups on, it makes a humbucking effect. This is just the middle pickup, both pickups, and then the bridge pickup. Now each one of these, you'll find out when you strum, you'll get a lot of a bassier low tone here using the neck, and as you roll it back to the next position, you can hear the mids and the trebles kick in, or treble, or treble. So tone, first of all, can be controlled by which pickup you're using. And then if you roll back your tone, say to 5, and we play the same thing with the tone up, tone down, tone back up, tone down. So we can also control the tone with our tone controls here along with our pickup. Now the other way to control tone is on most amps. For this demonstration I'm using the EVH, and the gain is on straight up and down or close to it, and the lows and the mids and the highs are straight up and down, and the volume is very low. So what we can do is, after we decide that, okay, I'm going to use the neck pickup, I'm going to put the tone all the way up, and I have this tone going here, but I want a different sound. I can turn my gain up, which is going to add volume. I can turn my lows up, I turn my highs down, and I'll give it a different tone. Now, what combination do you want to use on your on your amp? Well, some people like the mids to be high because they say the mids cut through the mix of a band playing better. And then some people, you know, it's just everybody has different tastes. I saw a video the other day, and the guy had his high and his mid all the way up and had the lows all the way down. He got this sound. So that, what you get right there, is mids and highs, and you get a totally different tone. Obviously, if we I have to turn this down because when I go to the second channel on this EVH, it kicks up on the volume. Yes, it does, even though I didn't check the volume. And you can obviously, by going to different channels, you can have, like the first channel we were just doing was a clean channel, then we kicked up to kind of a mid-dirty. And I left on that one, I left the highs up, and the mids up, the lows down, and didn't change the volume at all, except I turned it down because this thing's so damn active. And then when I go to the third channel, let me turn the volume up now. Whoa. And so we can control the tone with three things right off the bat. We can control them with our tone knobs on our guitars. We can control them with which pickups we have active. We can control them with, you know, using the lows and the mids and the highs, or some amps call them treble, mid, and bass combination, where we're going to put them. And gain is a really dramatic change in tone. Gain brings that dirty sound way up. Then on this particular amp, we have something called presence, which is another tone, And then on the back of this amp, it has something called resonance, which is a bass tone, and presence more of a treble tone. So for tone, which is very important, what you have to decide is what tone do you feel most comfortable with when you play. I like something, I like more lows and mids, so I would probably, and I always like the neck pickup. That's pretty much my tone. But, you know, sometimes I might, let me kick this off. Sometimes I might be in a different mood, or I might be recording something, and I'll go total opposite. Which is the fourth position on a Strat with the tone all the way up. So tone is it's a personal thing. It's personal preference. What do you like? But one of the most important things you need to learn when you're learning the instrument and you're developing your sound, because most everybody, if people just emulate the records, then they sound like the records. But most guitar players like to have their own sound, their own riffs and things. So I would just recommend, if you're trying to find your tone, that you first of all you turn to your guitar and the controls that you have right here. Now, some people are going to tell you that the age of the wood, the type of wood, the type of fretboard, the type of neck. I mean, they go so far as to say they get into the bone here and so on. Look, if you're a professional and you do it 24/7, 365, I mean, that's all you do, maybe you can get that specific. But this is a stock guitar, except that the pickups are low gain. And I find, for my purposes, it's going to be my tone controls. Pickups is absolutely, I mean, these are low gain. If I had high gain, if I was using a humbucker right now or a high gain pickup, that totally affects tone. I totally agree with people there. But when you start talking about the type of wood that the body's made of, and your fretboard and your neck and the bone, and just go on and on and on, you're getting into just the infinite. So really concern yourself. Get a guitar and the guitar has to have the types of pickups that you like. I like these because I can be clean, or I can be dirty. So I like that option. Some people will tell you that your pickup should be low gain and all the gain should come out of your amp and your effects pedals and stuff like that. That's just all up to the individual. Some people have active pickups, and you'll have a little battery thing here to make them active, to give you more gain and so on, make them dirtier. That's all up to you. So anyway, this is just a little thing about tone. And for those of us who aren't professional musicians who do this every day of our life, think about the controls here, which pickup you're going to use, what kind of pickup you're going to use, and then it's all back to the settings on your amp, and then obviously whatever kind of effects you're using. Hope it helps.